What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Ghost. I'm coming to you from inside my truck. Man, I ain't been in my truck in like probably about a month. But going through this process of rebuilding this company from the ground up. Because I mean, man, let me tell y'all, when you take the type of loss that I took, I'm so happy that at the end of the day, I still got my equipment. And you can always start over, which, you can always get another authority and do the whole process, wait 30 days, and boom, you're back rolling again. But this is the thing. It's been so much that I done went through when it comes to just dealing with people, people that were close to you. People that were close to me, I mean, that were really close to me, like damn near, like right there, like just, that were like just there through everything. I've realized something just during this whole process and everything that's going on is I have a lot of people that, are envious of me, and in the weirdest ways, because, it'll be either the people you sleep with, it'll be the people that you consider a best friend, just, it'll even be family, like, just the inner workings of just everything. It's my fault at the end of the day, because, I allowed it to go on. I saw the warning signs and I ignored them. And it's just crazy when you got like your right-hand man, or somebody you thought was your right-hand man, and then start hitting up your lady, like telling her a bunch of lies and just starting drama because they're salty for who knows what reason, for somebody to use you to get them to the next level in life, and then you basically, how can I put it, you basically fall off, and you really find out who's really got your back when you hit rock bottom. And it's crazy for me to hit rock bottom and just to experience the amount of hate and the amount of fake love that I've been through. I would say within the past 90 days, it's been amazing to me. It's been a huge eye-opener too. And I've learned a lot from it. I've taken a lot in, and I've, sat back and thought just logically about everything, That's one thing about me that I've learned about myself is my temper. I've learned how to regulate my temper. I've learned how to deal with shit without stepping in it. And, the past, I would say 3 weeks have been pretty interesting, because it's like I lost my company, and then people started trying to attack my relationship. I don't speak on my relationship at all, really. I tell certain people that I felt was, I could confide in, but I realized that was a lie too. You can't confide in really anybody, because you got so many envious people that, well, I do. I had so many envious people that leached themselves onto me and sucked out all the energy out of me. I realized that. And it'd be them same leeches that turn around and want to throw dirt on your name and throw dirt on, your relationship. And I've never been that type of man, People confide in me, people would tell me stuff, and I guess that comes from my background of, being a therapist and all that. It's confidentiality, There's certain rules and certain lines you don't cross. It's a code that you live by. I've always lived by a code. And when you confide in somebody and then they turn around and run to your relationship about the same stuff that you confided in them about, it takes stuff to a whole nother level. It's a whole nother level of disrespect, because not only now have they attacked how you support and how you feed your family. But now they're attacking your relationship as well. And all this I've learned and I've set back. I've actually talked to my little sister. And she, shined a lot of light on me about just everything that's going on in my life. And she spoke some truth to me. She told me, like, I'm in a position where I built $1 million trucking company, just a transportation company in a whole. I'm not just talking about trucks. I'm talking about just everything in a whole. I built $1 million business in less than 4 years. And that company took an L, but at the end of the day, I still have the equipment and I still have the blueprint that built that company to where it's at. And no matter how much BS gets thrown at me, whether, I lose everybody that I loved in this whole situation, at the end of the day, anybody that's truly down for you, that truly loves you, will still be there. If they're not, then that tells you a whole lot about, their loyalty and their love. So, that's just how I look at the situation with this newfound drama that's coming to my life. And it's like, at first I was angry, first I was upset, but my sister spoke a lot of truth to me. She said, when you are a man that can build $1 million businesses, you can't just jump off the deep end when people decide to bring bullshit your way. You can't. You gotta be able to you gotta be slow to anger and really look and evaluate the situation. And it's like, I look at the situation, I look at the big picture of the situation. This man decided to go out and just talk all this BS about me, spread all these rumors and lies. And I'm like, and he wanted a reaction out of me. And I realized when I wasn't giving him what he wanted, that's when he decided to attack my relationship. So I realized, like, okay, now I guess he expects me to react off of that, which I'm not. Because at the end of the day, I have way too much to lose. It was like, after my divorce, it taught me so much about a lot. And it's like, after losing her, I just realized my worth and my value. And I realized when it comes to women, if a woman decides to kick rocks off of hearsay and off of, what other people have to say about you, by all means, let the woman go. Because there's plenty of women in the ocean, plenty of women in the sea, It's just crazy to me how a man would stoop to that level. I've heard of women doing it, but for a grown man to do it, he needs to check his estrogen level, because that's something off. But it is what it is, because at the end of the day, I'm still gonna hog. I'm still gonna be me. I still got, my mind, my good looks, and that's all that matters. I just find it very funny that a man would stoop to that level and I guess expect me to be mad and want to fight and all this other stuff. I'm not doing it. I got way too much to lose. I did over $1 million last year. I think I'm gonna throw doing that again because some man is on an estrogen high. I'm not doing that. It's not smart. I'm not gonna throw away everything because this man wants to be on his estrogen high. He can keep that way. So, when it comes to business owners out there, y'all are gonna experience this. Y'all are gonna, once y'all get to a certain level and you realize you have leeches in your camp, you got basically double agents, you gotta realize that they're gonna come for you. They're gonna come for everything, and they're gonna want a reaction out of you, and you cannot react, because at the end of the day, everything you done built, everything that I've done just in my videos, I'm not gonna throw all that away because somebody wants to be on an estrogen high. Like, That's not me. So I just thought I'd drop this video to give somebody some advice on when it comes to drama and stuff like that. There's other ways of dealing with it, which, you know, I'm gonna handle it the legit way. So I'm not tripping. I'm actually happy. So at the end of the day, I know he's gonna watch this, and his little spies and everybody else, and they're gonna run it back to him. And I'm happy, you know. I don't care, because at the end of the day, it's my First Amendment right to speak on, you know, my story and how, you know, you go from having it to losing it to having it again. This is a part of that journey, and this is all the roadblocks that, you know, I've gone through. So if y'all like this story and y'all like this journey that I'm on, hit the thumbs up, hit the like button, and subscribe. Because let me tell y'all this, February is next month, and that's the start of the greatest show on earth. After me, there will be no other. So love, peace, prosperity, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. Deuces.